Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Keeping it real combines the power of hypnosis, the science of CBT, and the wisdom of mindfulness to help you feel better, sleep better, and start taking your life back. Knowing what you want more of in your life is a good place to start. To identify your values, you might start by asking yourself a couple of questions. If I was at my own funeral, what would I want my friends to say about me? If I became the leader of my country, what qualities would I need? The answers give you some idea about what you respect in yourself and other people. What do you want to have your life stand for? What gets you fired up? What inspires you? What infuriates you? When do you feel you're living life your way? What gives you a sense of pride, achievement, doing it well, doing it the way you want to? This is the stuff that makes your actions mean something. This is an exercise you can do after the video. You can pause the video for a bit and screen save the picture. Make your importance ratings starting by rating the importance of each area by marking the number on the importance scale 1 to 10. It's okay if you don't value all areas or you don't rate them as being equally important. Simply rate each area according to your own personal sense of importance. It's also fine if you end up rating only 1 or 2 areas as very important, or if you rate most areas as important to you. What matters here is that you look inside yourself and you make an honest rating of what's important to you personally. If you rate an area as unimportant by giving it a 1, then move on and rate the next area until you've rated the importance of all the value domains. As before, you can pause the video and screen save the picture. Ask how happy you are with the way things are going in each of the areas. Closer to the bullseye, the better things are going in that part of your life. Further away from the bullseye, the less happy you are with them. The areas you've identified as important, between 8 and 10, and the areas you aren't happy with, the outer rings of the target, these are the areas where making a change will have the most impact on the quality of life. If you have a lot of areas that look important where you're not happy with the way things are, you can rate your satisfaction. Bullseye is 10, outermost ring is 1. The difference between your importance rating and your satisfaction rating suggests the priority of making a change in that area. If we have a draw on a number of areas, start with the ones on the left-hand side of the target, working top to bottom. The bigger the gap between where you are now and being the person you want to be, living the life you know you should be living, the more pain and stress you're going to have in your life. You can reduce the impact of this pain for a while, but until you close the gap, it will, and it should, keep coming back. Can you remember a time in the last week when you felt good? Take a moment, just close your eyes, and picture yourself in that situation where you felt good. Now, with your eyes still closed, try to remember what you were doing at the time. Okay, now open your eyes. What did you notice? So down here at the bottom, there are some emotions that might keep cropping up, or things that you're doing, catastrophizing, predicting the worst, worrying. When these things show up, we have a choice. We can get hooked up in them by fusing with them. I think this, it must be true. This is who I am. This is what my life is like. You can get caught up in trying to avoid or control these feelings. You can set yourself massive goals that you're going to do all these things to get out of it and overwhelm yourself with those goals. You can lose track of who you are. You can get lost in all this busy emotion and intense feelings. These things move you away from showing up as your real self, living life as you want to live it. Or you can unhook yourself from these things using the diffusion exercises that we looked at earlier. Opening up, showing up for your feelings and letting them be. Setting yourself some realistic goals so that you can start taking care of business. and doing what matters. This moves you towards being the person you want to be, living life as you want to live it. The matrix, not that one, is a simple to use format to help us learn to discriminate between direct experiences with the senses and indirect experience with the mind. That's that vertical line. Down at the bottom, you've got the mental experience. This stuff is going on inside you. And up at the top, this is stuff that's coming in through your five senses, telling you about what's happening outside yourself in the world with other people. And then there's the idea of sorting behavior into two directions called towards and away. That's the horizontal line. The right-hand side is towards, and the left-hand side is away. Learning to use the matrix is experiential, and much of the same learning is used when you're like riding a horse or a bike or playing the piano or paddling a kayak. It can be learned very quickly, but it takes a little bit of time and practice to become good at it. Mainly people who practice learning to notice where behaviors are taking them and to align that with what's important do a bit better at this. The model can be used outside of resilience building. For instance, it's already used in education, in the workplace, and it was used in Sierra Leone to help combat the spread of the Ebola virus. Down here in the right-hand quadrant is what matters, the stuff that's important. You've got pain, suffering. These things can pull you away from showing up for what matters in your life. Up here in the top left quadrant, it's all the running away, hiding, trying to control the feelings, trying to make them go away. Getting caught up in this stuff moves you away from what matters. And then you've got things that you could do that will bring more joy and meaning into your life. These things move you towards what matters. Some of the things we talked about earlier were external to us, and we use our five senses to do them. Some of them were more internal, where we're shifting focus to something that's interesting, useful, or fun. We can look at these thoughts by answering some questions. How does doing this make you feel? What activities help you to feel good about yourself? What activities give you strength? What activities can keep you feeling good? This is my email and my phone number. Please feel free to contact me if you have any thoughts or questions about any of the things we've discussed. Thanks a lot for watching.